Introducing the new Volvo XC90 with 7-seat versatility, Google built-in, and advanced safety features for all your precious cargo. The new Volvo XC90, designed for life. Visit volvocars.com/US to learn more.
I just MailChimped my marketing.
You MailChimped your what?
I MailChimped my marketing with AI to create an effective marketing campaign in minutes.
No, MailChimp and Way.
Yes, MailChimp and Way. Now I can hyper-personalize my campaigns across email and SMS.
You can do all that with MailChimp?
What did I just MailChimp and say?
MailChimp your marketing with the #1 AI-powered email marketing and automation platform, Intuit MailChimp. #1 based on publicly available data on competitors' customers. Plans vary. SMS available as add-ons. Visit MailChimp.com.
Andrew, I finally have that money I owe you for the tacos the other night.
Oh my gosh! I didn't think you were actually going to pay me back. Wow.
I got it all right here. Just let me count it out. Is 1,392, 1,393, 94, 1,395 pennies to you, good sir. Here you are. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry I forgot my change purse. I won't do that again.
What? You can't just Venmo me? What is this pile of pennies?
It's legal tender, Andrew, is what it is, and I'm using it.
Adam, are you giving away all these pennies? That's crazy. These could be priceless someday.
I'm getting them away before they take them out of U.S. currency because they're utterly worthless, and now they're Andrew's problem.
Well, I don't know what the answer is here, but we have a listener letter about this very same thing.
No way.
Yeah, on this episode.
On today's episode?
Yeah. Welcome to Advice Fight.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Advice Fight, a competitive advice podcast. My name's Adam Caton Holland.
I'm Ben Roy.
I'm Andrew Orbital.
And we are excited to be podcasting with you here today. Andrew and I are in the fine city of Denver, Colorado. Ben Roy, you are across the entire country. You're coastal. You're on EST right now, coming in from Maine. How is it out there?
Oh, man, it is deep Appalachia, baby. It is so nice out here. I love it. Where the black flies are ever present. They're ubiquitous.
Sure.
I find them in everything. Horsefly? Have you ever been bit by a horsefly, Adam? Have you been bit by one?
No, I can't say I have. Although maybe once while actually riding a horse.
Have you ever? Have you never been bit by one?
You know, they don't have them out here, but just for fun, for the listeners' sake, I'd love you to take a crack at spelling Appalachia. I have it right here, and I can use it in a sentence if you want.
Okay, Appalachia, Appalaic.
I'll use it in a sentence. Ben Roy is butchering the spelling of Appalachia inside of Appalachia.
Appalachia.
No, Appalachia, and that's where you
I wasn't off. I wasn't off by that much.
But
though.
I mean, you were incorrect, which I think means you're off.
Well, it does. I am. There's no question that I'm off.
Right.
And no one is ever going to question whether or not I'm off.
Right.
Okay. No one's ever said.
Are we still talking about the spelling bee?
I don't know, but what I will say is that I took a better run at that than I thought.
You got way further into the word than I thought you were going to get. I didn't know if you'd get A, to tell you the truth.
IPP.
Appalachia.
Yeah, OPP. That's what Naughty by Nature was talking about. Other people's Appalachia. No, I'm in the middle of the woods, and I've been up here for the 4th of July, and it was super rednecky. And honestly, we went up to a little camp that my mom owns way up in northern Maine. And there was a town fireworks, but the redneck across the lake put on a far better show. They didn't give a shit. They were launching them off 3 pontoon boats, just fucking, it was so dangerous. It was great. So I'm just connecting with my heritage.
I like that. I had a decent 4th, went to a 4th of July parade in Park Hill, and then went to a friend's house that had a pool and swam, and then literally in bed reading before it was dark.
Are you serious?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's how I did it on the 4th of
How
July.
that little park,
Banger.
that little park
Fireworks
hill.
were in your mind, huh?
I mean, I heard them, and I'd occasionally go to the window for a gander, but there was no, I was back to my book.
I fucking hate you for that statement. I'd occasionally go to the window for a gander. That
With
little
your nightcap flapping.
that little
Hey, keep it down. I will call the police again.
that little Park Hill 4th of July parade is adorable. Stop it. Stop it.
It was there. I was there. They had horses in it. The horses shit right in the middle of it. My boys were dying, and I was like, this is America.
I know.
Watch those
I
horses
don't.
shit.
I don't ask Andrew because I know what Andrew did. Andrew already told me that he was just putting on movies loud and trying to keep
For my dogs.
For his dogs.
I was house sitting in North Denver's Sunnyside neighborhood, or has Ben informed me, Gunnyside neighborhood.
Oh, Ben.
And let me tell you, they go in for fireworks. Holy shit. Yeah,
Yep.
it was crazy. So
the
I
fireworks.
watched some loud movies, tried to distract my dogs.
Yep.
I think it worked for the most
The
part.
fireworks start at Memorial Day, and they wrap all the way around. All the way. If you live in Sunnyside, on the west side of Denver, they go off for 4 straight
There were
months.
some streets, I was walking around the next day, there were some streets you could have taken like a snow shovel to clean up the fireworks debris. It was everywhere.
awesome.
Well,
It
I was thinking a
crazy.
cool thing about America is that you have to drive to a different state to get fireworks, but you can get a gun in literally any city.
Anywhere.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of a fun, weird thing we have to navigate. But speaking of America, nothing's more American than saving your money and spending.
Master of the Segway.
Capitalism, money.
We worship
And so-
money here.
We have a letter from a listener about saving money, about the
Money.
current U.S. currency. I think that might be the subject of the letter. They're wondering about
Yes.
pennies and what to do with them. And
And
that's
we'll
a good
get to the
question.
letter in a minute, but really it's about piggy banks. I mean, this is about...
Now let me stop you with a hard-hitting advice fight question, Ben. Ben, and be honest, don't lie.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a piggy bank? Like, don't fucking lie about it because, like, be vulnerable.
Thank you for not sounding the earnestness horn before you asked that, Adam.
Be fucking
Thank you.
vulnerable for
Thank you.
once.
Okay, ask me the question again. I want to
Okay.
uninterrupt.
Ben, Did you ever have a piggy bank growing up?
Oh, fuck yeah, baby. Are you kidding? There's no piggy kink shame here. Daddy is a voracious piggy banker.
You told us you still have a piggy
I
bank.
still have a fucking piggy bank.
Wait a minute.
but-
Is this still how you're referring to that girl you're seeing, Ben? Because that's not cool.
That's not cool.
I'm about to make a deposit in that piggy bank.
She's like, I gotta get back on the apps. You have a piggy bank where? In Maine or back in Denver?
What's buried in the
It
yard?
makes sense in Maine, like your mom kept your old piggy bank.
No, I still have a piggy bank. I have a large, a very big mason jar that I dump all my change. And if I've got to the point now where if I have excess ones or fives or tens, anything that's in my wallet at a time, I'll just dump it into that thing.
You're tossing tens in there,
I'm
Scrooge
tossing
McDuck?
20s at times in there.
Wow,
My
if you're listening
God.
to this and you're a cat burglar, Ben's got a ready-to-go mason jar.
But the funny part is, recently I was like, maybe I'll go on a trip with it because I've been like putting money in there for a while. And in my brain, my calculus on how inflated it's got was way off. I counted it and it was
It's like $42.
yeah, it was not a lot of money in there.
Well, I just got an email from
Fort
Southwest
Collins,
about
here I come.
$39 flights. I guess I'll be doing that.
I guess, hey, I'll see you guys. I'll be podcasting next week from Lubbock, Texas. That's where $39
That's the
flight
only
for
place you can
Southwest. No, I thought it was going to be so much more money, and it was like $100 and some odd dollars that I put in there. But it is climbing, and I always like
It's good
it.
to have a savings account. It's
Yeah.
good to have a retirement plan, Ben. It's good.
I like it because I do get, for some reason, with a bank account one, I will not be as diligent with not touching it, with keeping it there. But with a piggy bank, for some reason in my head, I'm like, no, you don't touch the piggy bank money. That money gets saved. So it is growing. And I like it. I like doing that because
Both my boys are rocking piggy banks right now because they're kids. And I forget, like, things have changed. So every once in a while, I'll throw them a $5. Tooth Fairy is a couple of bucks here and there. And like, I opened up Malcolm's the other day. There was so much fucking money in there. And what I did was take half. He has no idea. You have to unscrew it. Like, you literally have to get a screwdriver out to unscrew it. So like, I took half, and he'll never know.
Well,
unless
he can't
listens
really
to this
count
podcast.
that well yet. I mean, he's not.
No.
There's a lot
It's
of.
called the dad tax.
It's a
called
dad
the
tax. And you know what I did? I just got drunk with it alone.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, you just walked into the bar with a handful of quarters and
Yep.
a gumdrop.
What do you figure is a lot of money that he has in there?
I think he's rocking about what you got. I think he's got over $100 in there.
What do you think about Malcolm and I consolidating?
Yes.
And here's,
I am all ears, but now for what cause?
Well, I think what could happen is that Malcolm and I could pool our money, and what will happen, I will invest it, and I will give him a little bit of money on top of that. What I will do is I will charge him a touch of interest.
Okay.
I'm willing to negotiate with you on an interest rate, Adam, as his father, and as
7%.
That's your first offer?
Yeah.
6.5.
Done. I'm not good at negotiating, but here's
Okay.
one thing I want. Go big on Tesla up front. Okay? Because they're hurting right now.
Okay.
They are hurting right now, and I think you go huge on Tesla with this money.
I think it's going to be great. I think the fact that they lost their EV vehicle incentives, the tax breaks for that, I think that's going to be good. And I think they're going to get rid of Elon. So I'm with you.
No, that's where I'm not with you, because a guy like Elon, he's operating on such a higher level than us. Some people call him Elon Musk. I call him Elon Fox, because this is exactly what he wants to happen right now.
Yeah, all right.
Everyone
Moving along.
to lose interest.
Moving along.
What, Andrew? We're finally getting to the good of this podcast.
We're going to get booked at so many
can't even
comedy
hear
clubs
it.
now.
I
It's
can't
going to
He's
be
so
amazing.
smart.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
He's smarter than us, and so just blindly do whatever he's saying because he's smarter than
He
us.
fucking cares.
True.
That guy
He
has
is a
always
billionaire.
fucking
Billionaires
cared
are
about us.
smart.
Billionaires
they have
rule.
to be smart.
Billionaires
Billionaires
are awesome.
rule.
They have to be smart.
Welcome
have
to
you? I have a
fucking
question for you all.
bootlickers.
Speaking of spending money and being billionaires, have you ever paid for something entirely in pennies?
One time,
Like-
and it was sex.
Nice.
No.
I remember once as a teenager, we used to hang out at a coffee shop every night, and I opened up my childhood piggy bank, and I paid entirely in pennies, and they refused it. They
Oh,
were like,
wow.
"We're not taking this," and I was like, "It's money. Like, don't you have to take it?" They're like, "We're not taking it, and you have to leave, and we don't want you to come back here." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "I'm literally trying to pay for my meal." I was like, I cleaned out my piggy bank. They're like, because I didn't like count it and roll it. It was like in a Ziploc bag.
Oh yeah, just a sack.
But I
of-
was like,
sack
I'm
of
telling
coins.
you, this is, whatever. It was like $10 or whatever. And they were so mad. And they refused it. They didn't take it. Even though I wasn't even doing it maliciously, I just had emptied out my piggy bank and I was a shitty teenager, so I'm
I
sure
had
they
a-
were in the right.
I never tried to pay for anything entirely with change, but I vividly remember we'd always get high and go to Wendy's and eat, and it was fun. That was something we did in high school. And I was like, we wanted to hang out there. We didn't want to go to the drive-through.
God, the 90s was what a simple
90s
time.
rule. You hang out at Wendy's for a few hours, getting high, eating Wendy's. So we wanted to be inside the Wendy's.
Super bar? Did you have a super bar at your Wendy's? Sorry to
No, we
derail
didn't.
us.
We didn't.
Okay,
It was a shitty
well, that
Wendy's.
was the real Wendy's.
The,
All right.
the point of me saying that was that we didn't go through the drive-through. We wanted to spend some time there because you're teenagers and you need a fucking third space to hang out. So I hated the interaction of being so high and having to order my meal and wait for change. And I just wanted it to go really quick. I didn't want to talk to the guy. And I knew that like number 6 combo biggie size was like $5.85. So I was like, I'm going to have exact change. I'm going to limit this conversation. And so I gave him a $5 bill and then I slid what I thought was 85 cents to him. And he like slowly like handed back to me all this change as he like mocked me in front of my friends, and it turned into this like horrible encounter of like, hey, hi, idiot. This is
They
not
still
the
call you
exact change.
585 at the high school reunion.
I mean, I
at East
bought,
High.
I don't know, in my teenage years, how many packs of cigarettes I bought with just change, like where you're just scrounging, like, and at that time, I think.
You'd literally go into the couch.
Yeah.
You'd go into the couch for like cigarette coins.
Yeah, cigarette money to me was always scrounged. It was found in cup
Makes the
holders.
cigarettes tastier. It
Yeah.
makes it more enjoyable.
Well, when you smell that iron kind of metallic smell on your fingers as they're near your face, you're like, I really worked hard for this cigarette.
Yeah.
That's the smell of a man who's been mining for money.
They call me the coin badger. Yeah.
Bye bye.
Did you ever hear the
Mining
urban
money.
myth that pennies lowered your blood alcohol content?
Yeah.
Like if you were getting,
if you sucked on a penny, it would
if you
have
sucked on
wouldn't-
pennies.
Apparently,
What? I've never heard
I'm going to
this.
perpetuate the myth and act as if
Okay.
it is true. You are incorrect. Something about the metal, you blowing this metallic breath into a breathalyzer would
Ah. It
would
wasn't
fuck with
lowering
the
your
breath.
BAC.
No, it
Got
wouldn't actually lower your blood alcohol level. It was something about having the penny and the copper in your mouth as you sucked on it and you blew.
Can we please, when we write this road trip movie, can there be a scene where they get pulled over and the guy just puts a handful of pennies
Dude,
into his mouth?
at a high
and
school
the cop
party-
walks up and there's pennies dripping out of his mouth.
He's like, we're doing this twice. We're waiting 10 minutes and doing this twice.
Well, it should only be one penny and he should choke on it in front of the
like a fucking seal at the zoo.
Yeah.
I was at a high
Oh,
school
God.
party. We were in a basement. The cops showed up. They put one cop at the top of the stairs and one at the bottom, breathalyzed everybody, and wrote you a ticket on your way out. And we were all down there furiously sucking pennies. And when, like, if you didn't have pennies in your pocket, you're like, take mine. And, like, all of us were just, like, desperately
Did it
sucking on
work?
pennies. No, we all got tickets. It didn't work at all. But
Now
maybe
you all
none of
just
us
have-
were doing it right at the moment. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't know it was the metal.
You
We thought it
both
would
just
actually
got
lower.
you all got horrific colds.
God, to be
or
that cop down there
infections.
just watching a bunch of teenagers furiously sucking the fucking varnish off a penny before they get the breathalyzer.
I mean,
So stupid.
I bought a lot
Oh,
of
man.
booze with change too. I mean, by buying a tall can of beer.
Anything good and addictive is usually bought with change.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I wonder what the pattern is.
I pay my.
Guys, we're already starting to give away good advice. I think we gotta get
Oh,
to the
yeah.
letter
Oh,
because
yeah, we
these
gotta
sounds
get
like
to
we're veering dangerously into solid
Okay,
advice
okay.
already.
All right.
So
Well,
Andrew, you're the
you
best
ready?
reader. We've established it.
We got the letter here. Here we go. Let's get into it. Hey, Grolix, I need advice. We have a bunch of pennies and an Iron Man piggy bank. I think we should trade them in for paper money and or quarters and dimes and nickels, except for maybe 4 pennies tops. My wife and my son think we should save them because they might be worth something someday. I think that is dumb. What do you think?
Okay.
And I don't know if this person wanted their name on here or not. I'll just say anonymous.
all right. We'll say it's anonymous. I don't know with something like this, or maybe they would, because this is pretty
This could-
sad.
who knows? It
So
says that
tear a
they
whole
don't
house
agree.
apart.
This could be a huge rift right now in the household. It gets
100%,
back
and
to
now-
them.
And now you're taking it public.
You went to the competitive advice guys with this? You
I'm
piece
gonna-
of shit.
I'm also
All of
gonna-
a sudden those pennies are being winged around the house.
This couple, I know this couple. I mean, they messaged. I happen to know them. I won't give much hints, but this is a household in turmoil.
Is it
This
really?
this is a household that is barely holding on right now.
Cops
And
are,
that's-
cops
oh
are
my
getting
God.
regular calls
Yeah.
to this house.
I am so grateful then that they would turn to us because this is a podcast about healing.
It is.
We
And
finally have a real issue to tackle.
We're
on
here to
this
fucking heal
podcast.
you. Oh my God, Adam, I'm so glad you said that.
Right?
Let's heal
Right?
this family. Let's bring this family back together.
Family, heal.
Family, gather and heal now. Form up.
Family, heal. And then they walk exactly at the pace you want
They
them
walk
to walk at.
perfectly next to you.
Well, let's do this. Let us take a quick break. If you aren't subscribing to Patreon, check it out. Check out our Patreon page. In the meantime,
What?
We will be right back. We are going to solve this, and I can't wait to heal this family. We're going to heal this family.
You guys know I wanted to be a pastor, and it's my great failure that I was not. So to have the opportunity to heal today really fires me up.
Oh my God.
I'm excited to hear your sermon when we come back from the break.
Oh, he's going to spread his sermon everywhere.
Okay,
Stay tuned.
not even close.
Well, it was close.
What a reach.
It was
This is consider this my pre-sermon.
Which is just as potent
Not
as
even
real
the term.
certain.
That's not
That's as
even the
potent as
term.
the sermon.
It is. It's
No one calls
a
it
pre-sermon
pre-semen.
is
No
just
one
as
calls it
potent as the
pre-semen.
real
Before the break,
sermon.
No
you've never
one
called
calls it pre-semen.
You're just a filth monger that says only pre-cum. I say pre-semen.
Who does? I'm gonna go with.
We'll be right back.
The McDonald's snack wrap is back. You brought it back. Ranch snack wrap. Spicy snack wrap. You broke the internet for a snack. Snack wrap is back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This episode is brought to you by San Pellegrino Ciao, a new kind of flavored sparkling water. The kind made with real fruit juice, a pinch of Sicilian salt, and the sparkle of the Italian sun. With no added sugar and just 10 or less calories per can, enjoy. With love, from Italy. By San Pellegrino Ciao now.
Because it is semen, Andrew, and so if a little bit of it is coming out.
You're telling
it
me
is
you're that
pre-semen.
clinical in the bedroom?
with
Excuse
Andrew.
me, I got
Depends
some
on the
pre-semen
woman.
on your quilt.
I'm sorry you've never been with a college graduate, but some women don't like to just say pre-cum. Some are fancy. And if you say pre-cum, you're going to lose.
I
them.
have been with a college graduate,
Go
so
with
wonder
there.
what
Adam.
school.
Adam, I gotta
wonder
go
what
with
school.
Andrew. I gotta be with Andrew on this one. I've never said, "Goog, I got a little pre-semen in you." That just feels.
Yeah.
At the
It's-
dry
no.
cleaner, when you're asking him to remove it, you call it pre-cum, or you're not. You just say, "Hey, I got a
Call it
little
dick
pre-semen
spit
on it."
or nothing. Okay, I ruined it. All right. We have
Welcome
a letter
back.
here.
Welcome back. You're all saying, "Are we talking about cum today?" No, shockingly not.
We're talking
That's
about
just-
pennies, but we were unable to ever get through an episode without.
Oh, that does remind
veering
me. That
below
does
the
remind
belt.
me. Listen, guys, trigger warning. Today's episode will talk about pennies. So if that's something you're not comfortable with,
Please keep this episode away
Please.
from toddlers. Do not throw this episode into
Right.
Monkey Island.
Right.
They are eating it.
Right.
Please.
a very touchy letter, one that is dividing and killing a household.
right?
And I know that these people have children. They said it. And you know, can we all agree, guys, that the kids are going to be the one who pay?
the kids are the
The
ones
kids
that
are the ones
pay
who
in a
pay.
situation like this. And yes,
And
we
so-
need playwrights and interesting, damaged people, but still, it's hard. It's hard on those kids.
It is. This is, and we are doing this for the kids.
It's always been about the kids.
It's always been about saving the
You're on
kids.
advice for
Real quick recap. We have a letter that from
Got
a
a bunch
listener
of pennies, yeah, in a piggy
in a
bank.
piggy bank. And
What should they do with them? Basically, the advice is, what should they do with them?
one partner wants to get rid of them and get them into larger denominations so that they're easier to store. The other one thinks
The other
that they
thinks
could be
that they might be worth. I can't
worth
say it without
something.
laughing every time. They might be worth
Sure.
something
Stop
someday.
it.
sure.
I won the last episode, so I will be choosing the order and going last.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to say I want Adam to go first.
Wow.
But I'm not ready.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
I chose correctly, baby.
Well, you're going to get into the Toctagon first. Just a real quick recap of the rules. Everybody has 3 minutes. When they get down to their final minute giving advice, they will hear this sound. That's great. I like it. It feels
I do too.
appropriate for this episode. And then once it's done, that's their time at the end. We will all vote for a winner. We can't vote for ourselves. And we will crown whoever is the winner of the best advice. And once again, we want to heal this family. That's fine. But that is second to choosing a winner. and continuing this contest.
And
of
I
who
think
gives
just
the best
I
advice.
propose on this episode we refer to the winner as the Penny Champion, which
Okay.
is a weird title, but it's a cool
I like
title. The Penny
I
Champion.
like it.
Penny
The
champion.
penny champion.
Let
right.
me hop in my soapbox derby and get out of here. I'm the penny champion. Okay.
I'm the tri-state area Penny Champion, and I'll take on all competitors.
All right, Adam, get in there. I'll keep your time here. Are you ready? Let me put your mouth guard
I
in.
am ready.
Then 3, 2, 1. Advice.
Thank you for this letter. We appreciate it. Letter writer, when you find yourself in an argument about something trivial, which I would argue this is not a big serious issue. We have a lot of serious issues. This is kind of a fun one.
Oh my God.
And then you find yourself writing the sentence, "My wife and son think we should save them, but I think that's dumb." As a dad, there's a lot of times you have to draw a line in the sand between you and your wife and your kids about serious things and say, I'm on this side of it. I think on this one, seeing as it's a subject of pennies, do whatever the fuck your wife and son want to do, Dad. Why are you so hung up about this? They're pennies. Doesn't matter. What matters is being a good dad. You're shitting on your son and his desire for what he'd like to do with the pennies in your house? You're like, no, that's wrong. I have a stance, son. You're doing the wrong thing about pennies. I gotta tell you, pal, let it fucking go. Wow. Let it go.
Wow.
There are bigger fights
Sing
to
it. No,
fight.
sing it like in Frozen.
Let it go. Let it go. Let the
You're almost
issue
there.
with pennies go.
Boy, that was.
Let it go.
I'm not familiar with that.
Sounds like the record is being played at the wrong RPMs.
Yeah,
but you were.
this is a
Let it
45, Adam.
go. It's my range. I haven't found it.
I think everybody should have to take a crack at this now.
Yeah.
I'm not singing that shit. Are you kidding?
Furthermore, they want to save them. You want to get rid of them. It costs you nothing to fucking save them, dude. They're not gonna. You can just save them in a jar. They're not gonna just declare pennies useless. They're around. If anything, they'll collect them. You've heard in the front issue what. What is it? Andrew,
You got
what are you
1
waving?
minute. You got 1 minute left.
You heard in the front half all the things you could do with pennies. If they're saying they're going to give you warning, they're not going to say in the dead of night, pennies are no longer relevant. You can't spend pennies anymore. There will be a warning, and then you can go to the store and spend the fucking pennies if they're getting rid of them. But I got to say, Dad, just defer to your mom and your kid on this one. It really doesn't matter. And if this is the hill you want to die on, I would just argue to you, go find a bigger hill, my friend. Find a bigger hill.
Wow.
Okay, so that's time.
With time to spare. Okay.
Adam coming in with the happy wife, happy life advice.
And happy son, happy gun.
Adam, are you taking a side cut from this letter writer's wife? Do you have to admit, if you're being lobbied, if you're taking funds...
If by side
for
cut
this...
you mean having an affair, then no comment.
That's
Oh,
not
man.
what I meant. But
Like I said, I know these people.
Yeah, I know. We know
Boy,
these people.
what an interesting
No
pairing that would
comment.
be.
I just don't want to get in the muck like that.
No, I'd like to talk more about this potential affair you're having because I think they'll love this. I think they'll love it. I do
It
agree with
backfires.
you.
This like trivial penny request backfires so horribly where it's like, yes, we're having an affair, all right? And we've been having an affair.
And I'll tell you what, I learned very clearly that pre-semen is just as potent.
So Adam,
What? What?
I mean,
Honestly, what?
I just so you're telling him that this is not worth it to just do what your wife and your kid want.
Yeah,
It's
there's
not
so many
worth the
little
argument.
fights you have as a family, little just tiny bickering things that don't matter. And if you can let those go, just save up for a big thing that you really care about. This doesn't fucking matter, dude.
Gotcha.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Choose a
and it's
bigger
waste of
hill.
time.
Choose
Cool.
a bigger hill, you say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Give this
All
one
right.
to the wife and the son because they have an opinion other than you.
Fall on your
and it doesn't
sword.
matter. Fall on your sword.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's continue the simping and cucking of the American male by not having a fucking opinion about anything. I'm sure Patriot Andrew would have some thoughts on that, but I'm not
don't
gonna
make me change hats.
No,
Don't
I
make me put
no
on
one
my
wants that right now.
camouflage hat. Okay.
But that'd been an interesting happy life, happy wife, pretty traditional. I like it.
is.
Straight down the middle.
It is very much that. This is not a fight you need to be picking.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, Ben, you're next. Hop into the Toctagon here.
I'm in here.
Wriggle in there. All right. You've got 3 minutes. On your marks. Get set. Advice.
First of all, this is so fucking stupid. The penny will. The penny will never be worth anything. If you've ever,
It's already worth 1 cent.
anything much more.
That
It
adds
will
up.
take so long. If you have ever found like an old arrowhead penny or any of the older tender, like if you have ever like just dug it up out of the ground, you found a penny, like a random old one, and you're like, this is from 1901. This must be still worth 1 penny. Even that far. And now there are so many of them in circulation that in order for
There's
this
so many
penny,
coin collectors that listen to this that are like,
So,
no, no.
in order for this penny to be worth something down the road, you will be long gone. By that time, your kids may be, and they'll be handing this down. Here's what I
Unless
say.
Dad spent it.
Here's what I say. Acorn app, something like that. Now let's get your kid into penny stocks. This is just a fun way to start your kid into the stock market. Get them investing into something simple early on. Simple companies that'll take a penny a transaction. Companies like Denison Mines Corp. All right. Now, this is a small mining company focused on uranium exploration and the development. It's currently trading on the New York Stock Exchange. We've got Canopy Growth Corporation. Now, Canopy, obviously, that's going to be a penny stock. You're going to put your kid firmly in the cannabis market, which is heading into the future as well. I mean, you get your kid investing in technology for vaping, for edibles. This is something you can build the foundation from a childhood onto adulthood. I think Athlon Medical Inc. Now, that's another one that I think is a solid penny.
Burning all your time rambling through these penny stocks.
Maritime Inc. Now, this is a small shipping company. They specialize in dry bulk shipping.
What's
of
funny
goods.
is I would watch this show. If Ben had a Jim
Remark
Cramer penny stock
Holdings.
show where he lost his mind, I would watch that.
Remark Holding Inc.'s trading at MARK.
That would be a funny show. It
This is
starts
a
serious,
tech
but it's like
company.
not
Adam,
about the penny stock.
Adam, I'm
Hold on,
giving
writing
these
a show
kiddos
for you.
advice.
I'm
And
writing a good show
shipping
for you.
company
The
right
penny
now.
stock
This
Jim
is a
Cramer
company
show.
focused on
Whose life
AI.
is
Now, what you're
unraveling.
going to do is you're going to make a bunch of small incremental movements. Your kid's going to be like, sell. Zomedica Corporation
Andrew,
is up right
has
now.
it got a minute?
Oh, I forgot to light him 40 seconds ago.
Oh, great.
They're
So
going to be,
21
and that kid is
landed.
going to, and you're going to, and he's going to say no, and you're going to say no, and you're going to slap his hand because he wants to sell, and you've got to teach him to ride the peaks and the valleys, and maybe a slight. Now you start him with cups of coffee. You don't give him the cocaine right off the bat because who knows how that's going to affect his reproductive right, his ability to have children, and progeny is crucial when having mass amounts of
Investing,
wealth.
absolutely.
Here. Exactly. So you put $100, you put $1, 100
Andrew,
pennies
I
on
think he's
Zomedica.
probably-
Oh, he blew
I actually like Lixty
Ron,
Biotechnology.
if we
All
could
right,
just
well-
fade him out. Ron, go ahead and
And just-
fade Ben out like an old R&B song.
Just having too much fun in the studio. Got to sort of close up shop.
Penny stocks with Ben
I'll
Roy.
take my time, but what I'm going to say is I stand by that. Let's get this kid into penny stocks. Let's get him living basketball diaries. These 2 kids, I think there's 2 of them. Let's get them living basketball diaries. Let's get them in a boarding school in Manhattan on the money you make. from penny stocks. That's it. I got that. And honestly, I took penalty time because you guys talked a lot during my time. And you didn't let
I was
me
writing you a new show, and it's a pretty good show.
I was doing a little CNBC money action right there.
That's what I'm
Finally,
saying. It's a good character.
Educating the folks on this. By the way, before we get into this, I want you guys to think about RLI. Risk,
Shut up.
liquidity, and information liability. Those are the 3 points. Send it to the kids.
I do worry about my liquidity.
You do?
Yes.
You need to see your doctor.
Tell me about
your
what do you
liquidity.
think? Like, what's your
Well, it
biggest
hasn't
concern?
been. It has not a solid stool in 3 months.
That's something that I think my friends over at Windtree Therapeutics, which they're trading at half-penny increments right now. Q1, they are up. Listen, they're going to see a sizable marginal trend down, but ride that wave. Don't be afraid. Sprinkle a little bit on it. That's some advice from Ben Roy.
Okay, that should probably help me out. Andrew, you are up.
My
Top
turn.
that dumb shit. You can't beat that. Because this kid's a fucking millionaire now. Boom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oof.
definitely.
Is anybody else like hard? Like really hard? Right
Nipples are. The nipples are.
now? Yeah. Just
Any
talking
talk of
about
money just gets my nipples. Just turns them into glass cutters.
full bat right now.
Are you really?
I am. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Any
And I'm wearing
pre-semen
little
or
shorts.
pretty dry?
Stop.
Andrew, get into the Togtagon.
All right,
You're
I'm
up.
in.
He's in there. I'm locking the cage. Andrew, you have 3 minutes with our family in need. Please help them. I doubt
Heal
you
them.
can do better than
Heal
I did.
them.
Heal this family. Lay your hands on them.
Come forward, Holy Spirit, as I grab.
3, 2, 1. Advice.
Okay, here's my advice. I've got two pieces of advice. I'm going to give you 2 roads to take.
Shit.
I think I agree that pennies are
First he
worthless.
take it, then he
This
take
is
it
a-
again.
This is a
The
jar
vacillator, wishy-washy, into
full
the
of
octagon.
useless weight. So here's my first piece of advice. Ron, hit the earnestness horn. Hit it. And shut
Ron,
these 2 fucking
blast
hyenas
it.
up.
It's been a while. Fucking
Ron,
blast it,
hit
Ron.
it, I say, and then the earnestness horn goes off and I start crying. Yo, Ron, hit it! Okay, here's the first thing. So these pennies are worthless as they are, right? If I see a penny, I don't take it. If I get pennies and change, I leave it on the counter. I don't want pennies in my life. I understand why you don't want pennies in your life. But I think there is something you could do with these pennies to maybe put a little bit of good in the world. You should go trade in the pennies at the bank. You should get 5s or 1s. And you should keep them in your car in the center console. And when you're driving around with your kids, when you see one of Denver's ubiquitous panhandlers, which are truly everywhere. And it's not just classic panhandlers. There's people with infants. There's like families. You'll see them all over the city. They are impossible to miss. Give them a $5 bill. Watch how much that changes that person's day. Watch how much that like completely brightens their whole like being, and it shows your kids. They're sitting in the car, they watch that happen, they get to see that happen.
Just
that turned
virtue
I'd like to remind Adam that the earnestness horn is
that's why I sounded it, so you two would shut the fuck up.
Okay.
So that way you're showing your kids like, look, we've turned this jar full of useless coins into little simple bits of charity. We can brighten a few days around the city. Look at how we turn the money into something good. That's the first piece of advice. Earnestness horn expired. Here's the second piece of advice. You're going to hand roll those pennies up. You can get the little tubes anywhere. You can get them at a Staples. You're going to roll them up. Then you're going to teach your kids how to hold them and throw a proper punch. You don't need your kids throwing these weak, unloaded punches anymore. They're going to have a roll of pennies in there. They can bring 2 rolls to school in their backpack. Nobody's going to flag that shit. Oh, it's time for a little flagpole action. Your kids got a roll of pennies in each hand. They're knocking out teeth left and right. So that's another great use for those pennies. You can kind of choose either road you take, but I wanted to give you 2 options. That's my time.
Wow.
Okay.
So Andrew coming in with the philanthropy and violence technique, which is
P and V.
It's a crossroads. It's a crossroads.
It made
is.
me
Either way, great uses for pennies.
I just realized the advice I should have given, and I'm mad at myself. Do you ever hate when you realize you ran the wrong race? Oh, I just thought of the winning advice. That makes me.
You can tell us, but it won't be.
Can I tell it to you real quick? And
let's
I
do
won't
alternates.
consider it.
Let's do alternates, but it's not going to consider.
It won't be considered.
Factor. Okay.
Here's what it is. You hang out with your son around a high school. You get the hot tips about parties. You go to the parties. You hang out on the periph. You call the police on the parties. And suddenly those pennies are worth a lot more than 1 cent to those desperate teenagers. And you walk around selling
be sucking.
literally pennies for $1. That's
Pennies
your
for
ad
sucking.
campaign.
Pennies for sucking.
Pennies for
you
sucking.
holler.
You yell as you jingle your
At the teen
stuffed
party.
pockets. and you jingle your stuffed pockets at them. Pennies for sucking, you yell.
I think you should fill 12-gauge shotgun ammunition, remove the rounds, like the shot from the actual cartridge, fill it with pennies, and fire it off at anybody who dares cross onto your property.
Oh, wow.
And
Just
this
give
will
'em an
teach kids.
ass load of pennies.
Yeah, just penny shot. Now, can you imagine the damage that'll do? You know? But it's also like, oh, here's like, I have money. I'm doing this with money. And that teaches them a lot too. I think you can use this as ammunition. And so
Here's 75 cents in your ass. Boom.
yeah,
Ow,
exactly.
fuck.
Don't go get yourself an ice I don't know. You guys can figure out something cool to riff over that.
I just thought of a
think.
slogan for my alternate. Find a penny, pick it up. Teens, it costs $1 to suck.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, that
It's
felt
kind of all over. Okay, here's my alt. If we're doing alts, wait till a convenience store crosses you. It'll happen inevitably.
Oh, God.
The hot dogs
I
are
can't-
dried out.
Yeah.
There's fucking no Coca-Cola Slurpee in the machine. Whatever it takes. They've got to take a penny, leave a penny dish. You just bring that Iron Man head in there and uncork it. Oh, here you go.
Yeah, that's
just
cool.
leave 700 pennies and then leave. There you go.
The family should
$70.
make cool swimsuits out of all pennies.
Oh, those are sexy.
Cool.
Oh yeah, cool.
bathing
The kid just immediately sinks to the bottom of the pool. It turns out those metal weighted swimsuits weren't such a great idea.
Think of how strong a swimmers they're going to become.
Yeah, the 1
with
out of 10 that
lessons.
survives.
That
my
kid,
man, unstoppable.
Navy SEAL material.
Okay.
All right.
We have our advice, and
well-
boy, there was a lot. There was. So we'll take a break to deliberate, and when we come back, we will vote. We can't vote for ourselves, and there can only be one.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
Close your eyes, exhale, feel your body relax, and let go of whatever you're carrying today.
Well, I'm letting go of the worry that I wouldn't get my new contacts in time for this class. I got them delivered free from 1-800-CONTACTS. Oh my gosh, they're so fast.
And breathe.
Oh, sorry. I almost couldn't breathe when I saw the discount they gave me on my first order. Oh, sorry. Namaste.
Visit 1-800-CONTACTS.com today to save on your first order.
1-800-CONTACts.
I'm just saying no one wants to hear that.
In the common vernacular. But biologically,
it's pre-cum or nothing.
Semen is it is semen. And so if it comes
What
before
we're
the semen,
arguing-
it is pre-semen.
What
That
we're
is
arguing here
just
is
linguistically that is accurate.
Exactly. This is an argument of semantics, is what we're arguing.
There you go.
And
What
that's what
swish.
we're arguing here right now, is an argument of semantics, because
Yes.
Adam is technically correct. But so is Andrew, in the respect that no one wants to hear that. Like, oh, Gacky, I got some pre-semen.
To say that,
in there.
Andrew, is unbecoming.
Nicely done.
That's
Nicely
pretty
done.
fucking cool. Yes, yes, I like that. Do you have one, Andrew?
No.
Do you have one,
we are
Andrew?
back.
Okay, great.
We are back. We have our advice.
Andrew, by the way, I forgot to say your first book, your biography should be called "I Don't Want Pennies in My Life." The Andrew Orbanal story. I don't know that I've ever heard you say a sadder thing. Because I don't want pennies in my life.
They're so annoying. You just see them around. You're like, ugh, these worthless coins.
They're not worthless.
They're worthless.
They're not. They're like little protesters. And if you only have one, that's not a lot. But if you have thousands, real change can happen. Get it? There was a lot happening.
That was actually really good.
Real change. Man, that was pretty good. You're on, Ben. You're on. Being on East Coast time is what a boon.
I know right now I'm at about a 30% approval rating with our listeners.
Hey, that's a third, and there's only 3 of us.
Yeah, exactly. We all
No. I mean, like all of our listeners, like they're only like 30% on board. Like they don't really like me. A lot of them are just here for you two, and they're like, "Why is Ben here?"
That's not true. What would be hilarious? Why are you sympathy? Why are you pandering to the listener right now?
I really think it's so funny.
They don't like me.
The listeners don't like me.
Well, I shouldn't say that. Our Patreon subscribers don't like me. And it's probably
the concept of a podcast where there's 3 guys and everyone who listens only likes one of the guys is so funny to me. Meaning 66% of people are hating it at all times. That's really fucking funny.
I receive a fair amount of messages talking about how disliked you are, Adam.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, do you? Oh, do you?
Well, you know, I never read my messages. I always have a policy. I don't read emails. I don't read my messages.
Oh, do you?
Oh, do you? We have to vote for a winner.
Let's recap real quick, Adam.
I said, hey, Dad, don't die on this hill. Heal your family by giving your wife and son the win on this one. Heal them.
Happy wife.
Heal them.
Happy life. Just make them happy.
I'm about healing. And I think an easy way on this one is take a knee.
What I was saying, I think mine was, I don't know, I think it was fairly obvious. I think that right now Tupperware Brands Corporation is trading at a reasonable price. And Tupperware is a company known for innovation in bursts. And they changed the game. It's a cheap stock, probably because it's a ubiquitous company. It's one that we all almost always take for granted. And don't count out SNDL Brands. Now, this is another cannabis company, and I think cannabis on a large scale.
Fade him.
Okay,
fade Ben
Andrew,
out.
and just sort of zoom that out.
Give it to people, make their day, or
philanthropy or violence.
Roll it up, let your kids throw punches.
Wait, I do want to clarify one thing about your advice, Andrew. You said give them a $5 bill. So does that mean take these pennies to the bank, exchange them for $5 bills, hand out those $5 bills?
Yep. That's what it means.
No, or take them, have them rolled at the bank, right? And then while you're at the bank, punch the biggest teller, like jail yard rules.
Set the tone in the bank.
Because Andrew's advice is going against saving them. He's taking them to the bank. He's converting them, which is one of the things the letter. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you're the only one
cash
who
them in. Get cash, hand that cash to people who could really use it.
Right.
Watch it brighten their day.
Exactly.
And if you're listening to this, you're like, they're only going to use it for booze or drugs. Yeah, that's what a lot of us are using our cash for. So
never understood that argument.
Something that people, as we've established, using coins for booze and drugs is a pretty common use of pennies.
Yeah,
so
your kid's going to be fucking cranking down Mad Dog at 16 years old that he bought with his ancient pennies. So why not get your kid into Looftart Holdings Inc.
Adam, you get to vote first. You can't vote for yourself.
First. I do want to apologize for my Wendy's story earlier. I realized it just went nowhere.
It didn't. It felt sad.
Yeah.
And it felt like something you've wanted to
I don't know.
talk
I liked
about.
it because it
I thought it would be a good
back
anecdote
in a time warp.
And in hindsight, it kind of sucked.
90s.
From start to finish, the whole story sucked.
It was a very 90s story. Getting high and going to Wendy's.
No
one was on their phone because it wasn't even an option.
Yeah, okay.
You were literally
Thanks,
sitting
I'm feeling
in a
better
fucking
about
Wendy's, high as shit.
Yeah.
Just
enjoying
talking
spicy chicken sandwich
and laughing.
Yeah.
I felt like
a-
you wanted to get that off your chest
Right.
for a while.
Right.
That's all I felt.
Right. I think I did. And so when I did, and you guys were like, okay, and there was nothing to it, I'm like, why was I hanging on to this for so long?
Yeah.
Anyway, I would like to vote. Andrew, here's the thing. You had me because I love violence. But when I learned the specifics of your philanthropy, which I'm meh on, it really was you taking the side of the letter writer, the dad, and going and turning in this money, which is what he was saying, whereas his wife and son were saying, we just want to keep it and see. And I told the dad in my advice, buddy, take a fucking knee. So I can't, in good conscience, vote for you, Andrew.
Ben did the exact. Wait, before you make your vote, Ben is saying to put those pennies into penny stocks. He's also spending them, not saving them. Both of your voting options are going against what the wife wants.
I'm
absolutely
talking about
100%.
What I'm talking about
they
is
are both going against what the wife wants. And my second advice said, don't spend the pennies, roll them, punch with them. You still have the pennies; they're still collectible. So my advice is way closer to yours, Adams, than Ben's was.
It is not.
I rest my case.
No.
I rest my case.
Ben,
Shut
would
up.
you like? I will allow for a counter argument before my
thank you.
vote. Go ahead.
My argument would be to make that penny work for you. That's what I'm asking it to do. And then I have no problems with pennies. I don't believe they will increase in value, but I understand the nostalgia of collecting them. I just think if you're willing to invest in like Log Pro Style Inc.
I vote for Andrew.
A company like
Thank you.
See, that's bullshit, Adam. I'm giving the kids something that they can use
With
in
the
future.
violence, after they've punched the kid or whoever, they take the pennies back. And so they're still keeping the pennies, which is the
They
spirit
still have
of
the pennies. They just are throwing more powerful punches.
That's right. I vote for Andrew.
Thank you, Ben. Your turn to vote.
This is a tough one. This is like when I
And
had
I know
to
you like punching. I know you like punching.
You do.
This is tough because it's like the time I had to decide between my next move on Belrose Capital or Mullen Automotive, both trading well below their value right now, mostly because of changes due to tariffs.
You doing this finance show from the basement next to the treadmill would be so
I'm
good.
telling you, it's very good. And his life's unraveling behind the scenes.
I'm gonna get on that treadmill in a minute. I'm gonna nail down 10 straight miles while I buy myself about 100 new shares in cognition therapy. What I will say is the only thing that I love more than God and family and holding a family together and being a dad that will sacrifice everything for my family. The only thing that I love more than that is not being a goddamned cuck for my wife, not being a simp. I like being an alpha in an household. And if I say we're getting rid of these goddamn pennies, we're going to do it. And you know what? And then above that, that's actually third place. God and family.
This ranking system is crazy.
God, family, alpha shit.
God, family, and not being a cuck.
Right, and then
in front of
what?
my
And
family.
it's still going.
The top one is how to throw a punch. That's the thing I love more than anything. So unfortunately, I hate it because I think that Andrew has been against currency growth capital since they came onto the New York Stock Exchange. I am going to have to vote for Andrews because I think teaching your kids to punch with a roll of pennies in your hand is incredibly stupid. You shouldn't do it. But I also think it's masculine. And we know that when we started this episode, we were going to be dudes today. We said that, didn't we? Before it came on. We said today we're being men today.
I feel like I was on a different call because I could swear to God I heard us say, today we're going to be vulnerable. I thought that was what we said.
No,
but I
we
misheard
said
it.
Yeah, you did. And then it's all this pre-semen talk. I watched you curl in on yourself.
Because
I have
people are
watched you
uncomfortable with
turn
it,
in
I call it pressamen.
You know what? I don't even watch to the regular semen. I don't care about pre-semen.
It's
I
Pressaman.
don't care about pre-semen stats. I just wait for the
Pressaman.
regular semen.
I do
I made a
all
semen
the
pun for you.
legwork with pre-semen. I had
Thank
my
you.
son off pre-semen. I'll tell you that right now. Milo's a pre-cum kid.
How's
Guaranteed.
Pressaman trading right now?
Pressaman right now is trading 4 points above what they should. I think they're overvalued. If I were you, I would say sell right now.
Sell Pressaman.
Sell right now.
Okay. Well,
Andrew?
we don't even need
No.
Andrew's vote because he won. But
good-
who would
well,
you
let's
vote?
No,
see
I
what
won
you
with a
voted
good, rare, solid vote.
Yeah, clean
What would you have
vote.
voted for? What would you have voted for, Andrew? Give us who you would have voted for.
Remember, you could burn a potential future vote by revealing.
I've never been one for investing clearly. I would have voted for Adam. Make your family happy, and then you can call it back in a future argument. I already compromised on the penny thing. And then, boom, you're getting the pizza toppings you want. You can,
See,
you can
that's
parlay
cool.
that into
Yes.
something
Yes.
else. I would have voted for
Having
Adam.
a long memory is very alpha. Very alpha of you. and I'm
So do
for
you
that.
want to reconsider, Ben? Because I'm like passive aggressively.
No, I already
preparing.
won. Once the votes are in, the votes are in, baby.
I already told you, number
Yeah.
4 on my list, God, okay, and family. Number 3, not being a liberal simp cuck for my wife and doing what a man says. Number 2 is throwing a punch, and number 1 is buying a boat you don't need. That's the order of life as I see it as being a man.
It's on the
So
back of
that's
your
the
shirt.
episode. Andrew won it. He's the most masculine today. And he's the most he's the most manly.
I say
do-
as high in the highest register.
I do want to say we got into this and we got into the weeds with the yucking and the joking.
Yeah.
But probably actually would have really agreed with Adam on this
What the
one.
fuck?
No, it just Andrews was funnier and it was better. But like, I want to tell the dad, like, this is your kid's money. Let him decide. What the fuck are you doing? it's pennies.
This is just
if
I
the
can't
kid
even
wants-
hear this. Like
If the kid wants to keep it, let them fucking keep the money. I mean, it's the kid's having fun with it. He's learning about saving. He wants to hold on to it. Let him.
unreal
Yeah.
what's happening.
But
right now.
Andrews is really funny, and it's not. And there wasn't all this pre-semen talk. I don't know where you're going with any of that.
All right, we got to wind it down.
Big thank you to producer Ron's internet for cutting out and for making sure this episode was fun today. Big thank you for producer Ron for making this show happen.
It's the
Big
third
shout
thank
out
you for producer Ron.
to Mike Henderson at Plan 9 Sound. You rule. Big thank you to Charlie Continental, perhaps the sweetest human being on the planet, one of the most talented songwriters we know. He has an album out. He wrote the theme song to this. Go search Charlie Continental, buy his music. As always, you can find us anywhere you want on social media at Grawlix Comedy. We're on all the meds, the social meds. Check out our Patreon page. Please help us, support us. Honestly, y'all, people don't believe it. This really does help us continue this podcast, and it helps us continue being comics. It means more than we can express, and it goes directly to the podcast and to helping us do this. Thank you so much. If you can find it in your heart to support, it means a lot. Otherwise, just listen, share this podcast, tell everybody about it, and keep sending us your questions for advice. We love them. Send them in. Anything. We'll get serious. We'll get wacky. Send them in to us.
We're not afraid to
Otherwise-
address pennies. Like we'll get into it.
No.
We're
And
not-
I think we saved a family today, y'all. And I think
we absolutely did.
that
With
is
my
number
advice.
God and family is number 5 on my list.
Okay.
Behind penny stocks.
All right, Ben.
are
We know
number
the
one
order.
now.
We can't keep track. We can't
Penny
keep
stocks
keeping
are
track
number
of
one
your
now.
order. Any
What do you
plugs
guys
for
know
you?
about Griffin Digital? What do you guys know about Griffin
I'll
Digital?
start on July 18th. I will be in Basalt, Colorado, at TACA, the arts campus at Willits, doing my one-man show, Happy Place. I would love to see you out there roaring Fork Valley. So come on out.
I would
July
tell
18th.
people, even if you're in the Denver area, just make a day or two and go up to that area, see a show.
Beautiful
that,
spot.
That venue is beautiful, and the area around it is stunning. That's a good one.
Thanks, Ben, for the vouch. I appreciate that. And also, I wanted to sound the Texas alarm Ron, whatever you think that sounds like. I will be in Dallas on August 1st for 2 shows at the Dallas Comedy Club. So come on out, Dallas. And I know I got some fans in Fort Worth. Love to see you out there. 2 shows, Dallas Comedy Club, August 1st. That's a Friday.
Nice.
Andrew, what you got, bud?
If you're listening to this the week it came out, this Friday, the 18th, July 18th, I'm going to be up in Boulder at the Boulder Theater for Lucha Libre and Laughs. You should come up and see the show. It's, even if you absolutely don't care about pro wrestling, every time I go to the show, I'm like, this is pretty fucking
Unreal
entertaining.
fun.
It's very
Unreal
entertaining.
fun.
It's very fun. They have stand-up comics, and then they also have the pro wrestling. They fly in. The show's grown so much they actually fly in like very legit wrestlers, and it's quite entertaining. Also, I have a game that's on Kickstarter right now. If you're into games, or maybe you just want to get your toes wet, check out the link in the show notes. It's called Endless Grind Set. Ben, you'll appreciate it. It's real alpha shit. As you battle through kind of an office tower in hell. It's a real easy game to learn. It's a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Check that out. Link in the show notes. Ben, what do you got?
If you are in the DC, Baltimore area, people have been messaging me, when are you coming to this area? When are you doing shows? I'm going to start hyping them now. August 6th, I will be in Washington, D.C., headlining the D.C. Comedy Loft.
That's a cool room. That's a fun room.
Yeah, I'm excited. I will also be doing some shows around Baltimore on the 7th and 8th, and then August 9th, I will be in Boonesboro, Maryland, headlining Vanish Hall with my good friend Will Abellis. Those shows are going to be so awesome. You can get tickets to this show as well as the shows that Andrew and Adam said, as well as the Grolics. The last Saturday of every month, we've got another big lineup coming. Check the show notes down below. It's got the links to all of our individual websites. You can get tickets for all of these shows and more. That is a legal episode, y'all. We did an episode. Legally,
I do want to say real quick, this Grolix has Django Gold, who's like one of my favorite comedians. He came to the High Plains Comedy Festival last year, and all of us were like, holy shit. And I've been dying to get him back. So weird and perfect and such a good joke writer. He's at the Grolix this month. So if you don't know Django, you should go check out his shit, and you should definitely come see him at the Grolix. He's one of my faves.
That's going to be a good one. Otherwise, we will be back next week with a brand new episode of Advice Fight. In the meantime, I think you know what I'm going to say. Play us out, Charlie!
I'm just saying she's a CEO. She's a COO. You're going to go up to her and be like, pre-cum. No, you're not. You respect this woman. And you're like, it's pre-semen and I'm sorry about that.